Have I got any audio? No, I haven't. Yes, I have. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome along. I've probably broken something because I was touching things. But welcome along. User not taken. Hello. You're quick off the bat. Welcome along, man. Look at you. Eager beaver. Glee pot. Hi. Hello. Welcome along, everybody. Hello. We are... I nearly missed the timer. We were a bit slow on the timer switching over there. Sorry. Hello, Joel. Hello. Everybody on Twitch today. Look at this. Oh, no, there's some YouTubers on there as well. Team YouTube. Essie Woods. Hello. What's happening? Hey, man. Essie keeping up the YouTube train going. It's very weird not having any music on, isn't it? Sorry. Don't like it. What's happening? What is happening, Essie, is we got a new game for you. Very exciting. I'm very excited about this one. And I'm not lying this time. I'm checking. Let me find. I'm just better. How is everybody? Come on, Essie. I'll ask you every week. How is your development going? How is your without giving you any stick for being some sort of liar? How is your development going, man? Are you making actual progress with your game, Essie? Let me know. Let me know. Let me just do some tweet sharing. I haven't got any music set up yet, sorry. Hum to yourselves. Hum to yourselves. There we go. Oh, really? Why or how do we have a new game? Well, Essie, glad you're here to answer those important questions. We have Studio Primitive. Do you remember Attack of the Karens? Do you remember that game, Essie? Of course, Richard, but recently all the focus has been inside Blender. Oh, okay. You've been creating some art assets, have you? What have you been doing? Well, anyway, we are playing it's hard to explain, the brand new Game Jam, a self-game jam game from Studio Primitive, created in 5 weeks, Essie. Not 5 years like your game, 5 weeks. 5 weeks. But progress is being made. I do remember Studio Primitive. Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, so we actually have Joel and Grant in the voice chat, so I don't have to make up stuff about the game. They can actually tell you the facts. How about that? Yeah, so they've made a game in 5 weeks. Was it 5 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks? And it's out now, so you can play it right now. So we're going to play it this evening, give it a go, and see what can be achieved in 5 weeks, Essie. You are 2.5 years in, like some slacker. What are you doing? Probably take 5 in total, Essie. Come on. What are you doing? Awesome. Yeah, it is awesome, isn't it? So we'll just let some people join. Again, if you have anybody who might like to watch the stream, please tag them, bring them in, say hello. So we're just going to chat to Joel and Grant. We're going to play the game. We're going to discuss some of the things that they've got coming up, and why the hell they've given themselves a ridiculous short amount of time to do these games. That is some of the questions we're going to be covering.
Because it's fun.
Because it's fun. Joel says it's fun. I don't believe him. Yeah, welcome along. Hello. You can. Oh, I suppose I better introduce you both.
Sorry.
Hang on. Surprise guests. Got breaking news, everybody. We have Joel from Studio Primitive here.
Hi.
Hello. And Grant is there as well somewhere.
Hello, I'm here as well.
As well. Look at that. That's just how it is, Richard. Maybe some content will start releasing next year. Oh, is that a promise, Essie? Are we going to have an exclusive? Come on, Essie. Give me the exclusive.
What is Essie's new game that he's working on?
He won't tell us. He doesn't tell us anything. He keeps telling me he's working on a game. He's a top secret man. All I know is that it's in Unity. He's using Blender to make some art, and it's taken him about 25 years so far to make it.
That's going to be a fantastic game, then, I bet.
He's very secretive about it. You know? And he's not on Twitter, so we don't know. I'm not working on anything. It's all a big ruse, isn't it? It's a big lie, Essie. Oh, the bot has just added everybody. I'm sorry, everybody in my Discord channel. The new bot's a bit keen. No, I know it's not Unity, Essie. It's a custom engine, isn't it? Because you like to punish yourself. Yeah, not Unity, custom engine. In fact, I saw a stat, like I said the other day, that over half the games released are on custom engines. Most of them are custom engines. I didn't realise. I thought everyone.
That's interesting. I didn't think there was that many.
There you go. I know. I saw a percentage wheel, and the biggest bit of the wheel was a custom engine. So I was like, well,
Custom engines, huh? Good on them. I could never do my own engine. That'd be way too hard.
well, it's just well. Again, you're giving yourself freedom and pain, so it depends how you like it, doesn't it? Really. Released where? User? Which? What are you talking about? Released where? Which game are you talking about? Yeah, no return now. No, you're elbow deep, aren't you? You got to carry on now. You got to pull that cow out all the way now. The games with the engine. The games with the engine. Oh, Essie's game. That we don't know. We don't have a release date. When was Tron set in the future? How far ahead was that? Probably wasn't now. That's probably Tron is probably in the past now where that was set. Well, I don't know what year that was.
Trying to Google it.
No, yeah, that's depressing, isn't it? When like the future shows are actually older than now. Oh no. Oh,
That's
so,
it.
Took place
current
in
day.
1982.
oh, just old. We're just old. Okay. You said more games released with custom engines. Do you talk about all the games? Do you talk about all games of all times in the universe? I don't know what that pie was telling me. I assume it was just recent times. I'm sure it wasn't of all time ever. I didn't know anything when I first started, so I didn't know how much work it was. Blind ignorance. What a bless, Essie. And a game idea was not present at the time. Well, okay. Well, Essie, I'm looking forward to seeing what you do. I am very excited. We'll give you all the support we can. We'll definitely find some bugs for you. Don't you worry about that. I'm the king at finding bugs. But let's see this game of Joel. Joel and Grant. It's a dual effort. Come on. We will. Okay, so the game is called Big Top Tactics. And do I have? Did you send a link, Joel? Where did you put it? Where did you stick the link?
It dropped one in our chat.
Where's it
The
gone?
Indie Gamey Chat's
Indie Gaming Chat.
text chat.
Paul named that, not me.
I sense a theme on this server.
Yeah.
It's good.
Well, Paul tidied it up for me the other day because I was just too lazy to do that, and he was just like, "Look, let me sort it out." And went bam, bam, bam.
You need me to drop it someplace else.
I don't
can.
actually see it, Joel. I am Indie Gaming Chats. Yeah. Am I gone mental?
It took me forever to figure out that there's a chat in voice chats on Discord.
Oh, open chats. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
I did the same thing.
I'm sneaky. I'm trying to hide it from you.
I know. You're like a typical developer. I've made a new game. I'm not telling anybody.
Oh, yep. That's how we work.
All right, post it to general. Let's tell everybody. Come on. Let's do it. Stick it in there. I've got it. I have got it now, but you are obviously welcome to share it wherever you want on the server. That's the point of it.
Yeah, I'll drop it in the server. I don't think I can put it on the. I think Twitch will ban me if I try and put it there.
No. Twitch is fine. It's YouTube that won't let you. For some
Be
reason.
okay if I just drop it in Twitch then?
Go for it. Drop it in Twitch. Absolutely. There you go. Yeah, see, Twitch lets you, but YouTube just said. I did try and change the sort of bot settings to say let links through, but YouTube just don't like it.
Yeah.
Twitch is a bit more of the Wild West. Next stream, you should start streaming a bit later, Richard. Oh, should I? Yeah, I know it's almost midnight there, Essie, isn't it? Sorry. Deepest, darkest Norway. Yeah. Sorry, Essie. What can I do? Hey, you can watch us in bed. How about that? And when you get there, I'll talk really close to the microphone for you like this. Hello. So look, well, let's go into the game chat. There we go. Look at that. Let's go to the game window. 5-week work on the game, and you're going to show. Yeah, it's finished, Essie. So okay, I tell you what. Rather than me butchering the explanation, why doesn't Joel or Grant tell you exactly what this game is, how it came about? So guys, why is it only 5 weeks? What have you been doing, and how did it work? What's going on?
Well, I can explain what the game is, and maybe Grant can explain what we're doing with the 5 weeks thing. So, this game, it was built in 5 weeks, and this game is kind of a blend of two genres. It's a blend of kind of a turn-based tactics game and a action survival game. So there's some survival elements, there's some turn-based movement, and then there's some action scenes in the game. So it kind of takes all three of those elements and blends them all together in a circus theme. So what you're doing in this game is you're playing a ringleader that moves around a circus, and there's a bunch of angry customers that have come in and want to basically get your troop to quit. And they have tomatoes and swear words they throw at you. And so when a customer touches one of your troop members, you have to perform for them. And when you're the ringleader, you have to move around the board and grab the popcorn power-ups to keep them motivated. Otherwise, they quit. And if they all quit, then you basically lose the game. But if you keep at least one troop member for 6 rounds, then you win the game. So this was built as kind of an effort we're doing to build small micro games really quickly, and I'll let Grant talk about what we're doing there.
Hey, so Joel's obviously made Karen's and a few other projects before, and then I've worked on projects solo for like 10 years, but I haven't released anything. And so once he finished Karen's, he's like, why don't we start making stuff together? And I agreed, and we figured doing these small scale projects would be a good way to try to figure out if we can work together, and also if we can maintain scope management. So that was kind of the two main things that we wanted to focus on with these small projects are those two things. Then also just figuring out how to make games that we had never thought we would be making, just kind of as an experiment to see what we could come up with. And the 5-week window is just to keep that scope management in check, and also to not drag it on forever, because we don't want to drag it on forever. We have a lot of things we want to do, and actual full projects that we want to make. So these are kind of like a palate cleanser in between the full major projects. So we have a roadmap that we had released today, where it displayed that we're going to do 3 of these small scale projects, Big Top Tactics being the first one. And then the next one will release in December. And then the one after that will release in February. And then in the first quarter of next year, we will begin our actual full-fledged project that will probably take, about a year or so. So that's our plan with that. And that's why we're doing it.
It's a good idea, to be honest. And I think the process of actually completing a game and publishing it is a huge bonus to future projects. And because you don't want to do 2 years of all this stuff and then realize that you don't actually know how to release a game, or you don't actually know, by the end of it, you don't like working together. So it's actually a really clever idea, isn't it?
Yeah,
I do like
it
that.
gets us in the habit of working together, and it also teaches us how to work together, what tools are best to work with each other. And I'm learning a lot about what each of us is good at. I've focused just on the art for Big Top Tactics, while Grant did all the programming and engine work, and that seemed to work out really well. He's a lot quicker at doing engine stuff than I was when it came to doing things with Karen's, and so we're kind of finding our strengths and what each of us likes to do, and yeah, that's part of this whole reason too for doing this mini project thing.
So I was going to ask about that. How did you decide who did what? But because what you do have to be very careful of sort of shoehorning each other into a department that you didn't actually want to be in just because you're good at it. And it's really hard to sort of say, oh, you're really good at art, you're really good at programming, you just do all the programming, I'll just do all the art. And then after 6 months, you're like, I wouldn't mind doing some programming, but you're way faster and better than me, so I won't bother. And then you just get stuck. It's very easy to get stuck in projects like this when you don't have that sort of scale of people to sort of farm out different bits of the job to. So it is going to take time to work out how you, because I'm sure you don't want to just do one thing all the time on one project, do you?
Yeah, that's something that we actually talked about initially, is how are we going to split this up? And we kind of thought maybe we would just take turns every other project or whatever. But as we were working on this, Joel just kept saying how much he loves doing art. He loves doing pixel art. He was just pumping out this art nonstop and just loving it. And I enjoyed the more programming side and the more logical side of making the games and fleshing that stuff out. So it just kind of naturally fell into place with this project. But we are leaving the door open, just if we ever want to switch it up, that's totally fine. And also leaving that door open to where if one of us just doesn't want to do this anymore, that's also totally fine.
Yeah.
As long as we just want to keep doing it, as long as it's fun.
Yeah. It's interesting. Yeah. And again, I suppose being brothers does help, because you don't have that, I don't want to say mistrust, but that any doubt, you know what I mean? You know each other well enough. You've got through that, but it's not like you're two random people meeting up and you don't really know what each other are thinking. You're happy to, give abuse to each other about stuff, which is awesome.
Yeah, and I don't think either one of us take things too personally, at least so far. If Joel has an idea and I'm not super on board with it, or vice versa, so far neither one of us have really gotten too sensitive if our ideas reject or anything. We've worked really well on this project as far as being on the same page and give and take. So hopefully that can continue.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. Okay, well, let's take a look. So tell us, first of all, tell us which engine did you use to build this? Because everybody always asks me.
So this one we built in Construct, and
Okay.
some people might not be as familiar with Construct, but it's a web-based engine. It uses HTML5 and JavaScript and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But we use that because I'm familiar with it. I'm not as familiar with Unity and stuff, so I'd have to learn the ins and outs of that. But for this one, we went with Construct, and I think we might continue going that way. Just kind of take it project by project. But so far, this worked out quickly and efficiently, and we were able to get it for, we could do it as a browser game here for people to play, but also have a downloadable version for a variety of different platforms. And
That's
if we
cool.
ever are able to move it onto consoles, there are publishers and everything that can handle that for you as well.
Oh, okay. So it is versatile in because I was going to ask, does it limit you with where you can publish it? But that's cool if you can put it on different platforms.
Yeah, it's all just a matter of money, I guess, and connections with publishers.
Oh,
Yeah.
that dreaded
And
one.
really, the engine choice came down to which tool is going to be able to get us games the quickest,
Yeah.
right? The games we need. I mean, it's really, an engine is just a tool in the end. As long as the game's fun and it's what you wanted to execute, that's what matters.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and Construct does have some limitations as far as 3D. It's mostly just for two-dimensional kind of stuff. So if we ever want to venture into 3D, we'll probably explore Unity more or something like that.
Well, I prefer 2D, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, 3D just blows out the time so much because there's so much work that goes into modeling and animation and rigging and textures, and that's just the artwork side, And then there's
Yeah.
you're working in 3 dimensions and all the programming too, which makes that time even longer. So it's just a time sink.
Essie is asking, but 5 weeks, I have no idea how people manage to finish a game in that time. Is it full-time 5 weeks or just after work?
So it was just in our spare time. We both work full-time jobs and we have kids and families we take care of, and So, I mean, yeah, this was definitely just whenever we could find time to work on it, which was mostly in the evenings for Grant. And for me, I get up in the mornings before work and work on this every day. And it's kind of reflected in the game. Like, the game's not huge, you know, and there's limited features, there's limited scope, and you'll be able to tell that when you play it. But yeah, it's kind of thought of as like a large jam game, I guess, is kind of what we wanted to achieve.
It's almost like an EP.
Right, yeah, not a single, not an album, it's an EP.
It's an EP,
Yep.
yeah.
And even then, maybe just like a 3-track EP.
That's right. Nice. I mean, we're all very old, by the way. You do know that. Yeah, that's horrendous. Okay, so what is interesting? Have you been tracking the amount of hours personally you've spent on this? Because that might be an interesting thing to do for future reference for yourselves. How long?
We didn't. At least I didn't. Yeah, I think
didn't either.
this next one we should totally do that. There's a lot of things we'll do differently going forward too. We learned a lot from this one.
Yeah, I think just for your own benefit for future projects, because you might think you spent, I spent 4 hours a night on this, but then when you look at the clock, it might have been 7. You go, oh Christ, I didn't realise. It's amazing how much time you lose. But
Yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah, it'd be good to know. Okay, well let's load it up. So I'm going to play the browser version. Is there any? Well, we'll see what the performance difference is like, can't we? We can have a look. Assuming there's no open full screen. Oh yeah. Now, also, have you thought about, are you going to be Studio Primitive when you work together, or are you creating a new studio for these?
Yeah, we're just going to keep it as Studio Primitive. I think
All right.
the name of the studio really doesn't matter. I think it's the quality of the games that does matter. So we're just
Of course.
going under this
I just
banner.
Didn't know whether you had some secret project lined up.
And we
Yeah,
did.
I mean,
we made the choice to also label each game that we work on together as a Primitive Brothers game as well. So that way, if Joel ever wants to do things solo still, he totally has that option as well.
Nice. Well, the thing is, it sounds silly, but it's nice to think of those things at the start of a project rather than going back and going, oh, Christ, we should have done this differently.
Yeah, because they always say don't mix business and family, and so we want to make sure we keep those things in check and really just make it something that either one of us can continue to pursue together or bail on and not get feelings hurt or anything like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, are we keyboard and mouse only? Is that what we're doing?
Correct. Yeah, you'll be pushing the E button a lot.
No, we're like, all right, good.
Yeah.
Performance is left 6. How to play. Okay, here we go. Move the ringmaster. Okay, so you got to keep morale up while they perform. Okay, move the ringmaster. Get the popcorn to boost troop.
Troop. Like a performance troop.
It means nothing to me.
That's the real word for it, I promise.
Yeah, you keep telling me these real words. I don't believe. Okay, true. Boost troop motivation. Okay. If a performer loses all motivation, they quit. Okay. If they all quit, you lose. Survive all performances to win. And H to close. All right. Okay. So we would.
So you'll be moving adjacently. Yeah. Select your tiles.
All right. So what am I? Oh, trying to get into the popcorn, am I?
Yeah, that's what you want to
Oh
do.
dear. Well, that was the wrong way. Fine.
Well, if you right click, it'll clear your movement and you can select again.
Hey. Okay. No. Right. Now what do I do? How to play? Restart? No.
Sorry, I believe you just hit E to execute your movement path.
Ah, there you go.
Sorry, crucial detail. I
Yeah.
think we'll patch that. Yeah.
E, there's the button. You said E a lot. I clearly just didn't listen blatantly.
yeah, that was one thing as we were going through this is going forward, we're going to make sure we have a much better tutorial for this kind of stuff.
Again, you've had like 5 weeks, so don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong way.
Uh-oh. The popcorn's all the way down there now.
Easy. Okay. Oh, Christ. Oh, battle. All right, what's this? Okay. 4. Defend. E. Oh, am I like headering it?
Yep, there you go.
Yes.
Block it with your head. Oh,
Well, time to gauge. Oh no.
you got it.
No good. What? That was masterful. Oh no. I'm impressed you've managed to get all these sound effects and stuff as well. I mean, Jesus. Come on now.
Yeah, Joel did the music, and then I did the sound effects.
It just makes such a difference, doesn't it? Just little silly
Yeah,
sound
just
effects.
little bits
It's
of polish.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of a stickler about that kind of stuff in
Yeah.
games. It just
Drives
I
me
like to
mad.
add life to things.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Time to gauge. Okay, so if I got to get it on the little white thing, yeah.
A little needle. Yep.
Where'd you go? Get in there.
There you go.
Yeah, we got it now. Defend. Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Oosh. 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 He's unstoppable. Nice. Cool. Okay. Cool.
He's a football player. Look at those headers.
Yeah, that's it.
And if you manage to block them all, then you get a boost in your motivation, an extra boost there. So
Oh, nice.
good job on that. And we had a number of those little mini games when you performed that we wanted to do, but we ended up only getting about 4 of them done. So
That's right. Has it made you want to expand the game now you finished it? Have you thought about that? Has it made you like hungry, or are you happy that you finished it and you can move on? How have you? Because obviously you've only kind of just must feel like you've only kind of just got started with it after 5 weeks.
yeah, I know for me, Joel can speak to this as well, but I know for me, I've enjoyed it, and I think there's a foundation here to expand on and everything, and that's something that I wouldn't mind revisiting down the road. I think with a lot of these smaller scale projects, they'll also serve as a way to kind of just get ideas for games that maybe we do want to in turn then go and make it a full-fledged thing later on.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think it's a good way to market test some things too. Like, put this out on itch, see if it gets a lot of plays, a lot of comments,
Yeah.
anybody asking to cover it, that kind of thing. If it does get a good reaction, then hey, maybe we're onto something with this concept, and we could take this and roll it into a full-fledged game that we can sell.
Yeah. Yeah, even like genre clicks. If you're getting a lot of clicks in a certain genre, if you're making a game that's always circus themed, for instance, you go, wow, every time we do a circus game, we get loads of clicks. It'd be interesting. Yeah, it's actually, and because you can turn them out so quickly, you can actually get a lot of data very quickly.
Yeah, it's a great marketing tool.
Did you set the 5 weeks time limit before you started? They did, Essie. I saw. That, by the way, I will say that all these decisions and the build up to this is all documented on the devcast that they do. So it is all live streamed and available as a VOD, Essie. So if you want to watch how this all came about, I'll share the link in a minute. Or Joel, you can share it in Twitch if you want. Oh no, because Essie
I'll
won't get
drop it in.
Essie won't get it because he's on YouTube.
Oh
But
I'll
share
drop
it
it on the YouTube anyway.
Share it,
but-
and then I'll reshare it. I'll get lost.
Sorry, I'll drop it on Twitch, I guess, not YouTube. But yeah, it's just on our YouTube channel. See, if you want to just search Studio Primitive, then you can just look at him there.
And just a quick note about our devcast: they are extremely
They're rough.
amateur. We're
Getting better, but they're rough.
yeah, that's something we'll flesh that out more too with these projects as we go forward. We'll learn how to stream things better. We'll learn how to market things better. It's just kind of an experiment on all fronts here.
Yeah, again, as we've spoken about already, recording and streaming is just a nightmare all the time. Streaming because stuff goes wrong so quickly. Oh, shoot the target. I will. Ah, it's a mouse now.
You got it. You got it. Oh, that's nice and slow. That's easy.
I think that's the only one that.
Hey,
yeah,
whoa.
you got it really slow.
Whoa, whoa,
So
whoa,
we-
whoa.
For each one of these mini games, we wanted to try to add in some variation with it too. So we randomized little things about it, like the
speed,
that
yeah,
things
that's
move, or
nice.
the placement. But sometimes you'll get it really, really fast. Sometimes you'll get it super slow.
Yeah, yeah. Enough of that. You mean I was like a cat there? It was like an unbelievable speed.
Yeah, you got every tomato. That was pretty awesome.
That's it. See. Oh, there's the popcorn.
You're getting close there, though. Only a couple performances left.
Background on myself. Get away from them. Oh, it's up there. It would be, wouldn't it? So, we'll go straight up. They're not gonna get me. Get in there. Do we know how many people used Itch? I've never really been there. I don't know the numbers actually. I mean, it's the thing is with Itch is it's full of a load of rubbish because anybody can upload. Even my game is uploaded there. So
They're absolutely free too. There's no barrier to entry
yeah,
on it.
that's why it's great because it's somewhere to put stuff, but that also means everybody puts their stuff up there. So it's a bit of, there's some great games, but there's also some absolute garbage.
Let's do a quick Google search here. Looks like Itch has 173 million visits, with the average session being 10 minutes.
Really?
But yeah, I'm not sure how much traffic we'll be getting, but I think Joel said that this is already doing pretty well compared to his other projects.
Well, the thing is, you
Yeah,
do
it
get
was on-
stats. You do get visit stats and click stats on Itch. Game over. Game over. You do get a lot of stats, and you get download stats. You get hits, and it is pretty good with the analytics.
Yeah, so far this game has 3,000 impressions, 136 views, and 70 plays in 2 days. So it's doing pretty good.
That's nice.
Mostly when I put a game on Itch, it's just like I get about 30 or 40 plays, and that's about it. But I think the fact that it's browser, people really like that on Itch because they don't have to download anything. They can just go right to the page and start playing it. So
Yeah.
to get this kind of a reaction this quickly is, to me anyway, it's pretty impressive. This is the best performing game I've put on Itch that has in this short amount of time. So
Well, I actually think this is very good. And we discussed this earlier. This is my honest answer.
is that on stream very good, or is that
Yeah.
on good? So
Just, once you go out there, you'll be like, ugh.
I honestly think this is
better
very
in the
good.
garbage bin.
I honestly think this is very good. I'm enjoying myself.
Well, good.
Perform, okay. Oh.
It's past the Richard test.
It's part, yeah. Oh,
Right.
fuck.
I think that's the ultimate goal with these games
Get in
is to make something that is fun for us and hopefully for others. So hearing that kind of feedback is encouraging.
Well, the thing is, you could do a whole show just on your games eventually, couldn't you? You could just rotate them around playing games of your own. I can almost see like a little Studio Primitive festival where you're just playing all these short little games on stream and having a bit of a competition, especially with the viewers. I think it'd be good. I think it's good. I think this is really good.
It'd be kind of cool to get people involved and get everybody playing the games and see who have contests or something. But
Yeah, and we actually, if we keep doing these smaller scale kind of games and stuff, we want to really try to involve the community. Hopefully the community builds for Studio Primitive over time, but involve them more on what gets picked and everything like that.
Yeah.
And then on the note of these games, we were planning to combine them into a collection and put it on Steam eventually.
Nice.
And just
Yeah.
have it be a collection that grows over time and it's completely free for these small scale projects, right? and just keep building on that over and over as we make them.
I think the thing is, it brings people into your orbit, doesn't it? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because if you're
Yeah.
releasing games and people are going, oh, well, that's another cool little game from them. Oh, I'm going to check out what else they've got. Then, oh, they've got 4 fully fledged games as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's a
Yeah,
marketing tool.
It's a
And
nice little ploy.
What we kind of had talked about was making some, like Grant said, one app in Steam that we release, and in that app you can select any of these games that we'll keep adding to as kind of free DLC as we keep finishing them, and then within that app also we say, oh, you can also check out these games that are on sale for Steam, and push the more premium games too if people want to buy them. So it's kind of a marketing tool at the same time.
It's a good idea, to be honest. I think it's a good idea. I mean, have you looked at, that's not quite in your wheelhouse, but have you looked at creating the interactive stream games for Twitch? Because they are small scale games that the audience can join in on. Because they could, like stuff like this, even this part of it, there's no reason why the audience couldn't be involved in these. Have you seen the stream games at all? Have you ever played any of those?
Yeah, I've seen some of them.
So some of them are really cool. I mean, they're just simple, but again, it's just having people playing them and making it fun. And then people, again, it's just bringing people into your world. Like, oh, well, who created this? Is that whole Studio Primitive? Oh yeah, we've got loads of other free games as well, and then it just makes you look awesome, doesn't it?
Something to look at. Yeah.
I'd love to do something like that one day. I imagine I'd have to look at Construct's capabilities with doing that. I imagine they would be able to, given it's web-based and everything. But...
Yeah, I've been watching it. Probably why it's come up. Hang on, I'm getting rid of the swear words. There's a developer who's been on this show before. I've shown his games before. His name's Mr. Elliptic. He's a guy in France, and he does live streams. But I mean, he does like 9-hour live streams. I was like, oh my god, I've gone out and come back for the day, and he's still streaming. But he does them, and he's creating Twitch games while he's streaming, and he's interacting with the audience, and they're like helping him create the games. So it's actually really interesting to watch.
That sounds fascinating.
Yeah, I'll share a link. He's a really cool guy, and yeah, it's just I'm watching. He does them all in. I think he's using Godot for all of his, but it's just what he uses. And then he's encouraging the community to help push updates to them. Obviously, he's the master author, but people are helping him push updates and stuff like that. It's actually really interesting to watch. Oh dear. Ah! Let's go wide berth.
Essie had a couple of questions on algorithms for itch.
Oh yeah, does it have algorithms for pushing up popular games like It does. I mean, hang on. I'm busy, Essie. Hang on. I'm into it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I think it does.
That algorithm, but
There's a
it's
popular games page at the top of itch that if your game's getting a lot of views and plays, then it gets pushed up. Kind of just like Steam. Obviously, this doesn't have to do with any sales or anything. It's more just if your game's getting visibility,
Yeah.
then they'll push it on the front page. I think
also-
itch is a little more curated too. I think their staff kind of picks games they like and put them on the front page sometimes too.
It's definitely worth.
Yeah,
it's
that's-
definitely worth putting them up there, isn't it? Even to gauge some interest.
Yeah, exactly. And Essie, you mentioned can the community leave comments on the game? I believe they can.
Yeah, we've got a couple comments on Big Top Tactics. So there was one of our fans made a YouTube video about it, and there was another person that made a video about it too. So yeah, that's you can do it a couple different ways on itch. You can have a comment section, or you can have a forum for your game, I think, and you can have a comment section right on the game page, or you can have a separate forum entirely dedicated to your game. So I'm pretty sure.
Well,
I'll double check on that.
I am highly impressed with how polished this is.
Well, that's good to hear.
Thank you.
Apart from the lack of an E prompt here, that's the only thing. apart from the how to use it button not working. Apart from that, it's there's nothing
think,
that's jumping out at me at all.
I think I could patch in a e-prompt rather quickly.
Yeah.
I think we also wanted to add in some options for some volume control as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean things like that and like accessibility options and stuff. That does take time. You know, I'm not sure what else you could change for accessibility, but yeah, I'm just not even paying attention now. I'm just playing. So yeah.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, that's just, you just carry on. Come on now, give me that popcorn. I hate popcorn in real life, by the way.
Yeah, we were talking about this.
Think of it as
before stream,
peanuts then, not popcorn.
Yeah, right. Okay.
We're our next game. We span the wheels, the random genre wheels, today to decide our next 5-week project. And like it or not, Richard, we're doing a cyberpunk card building or deck building Metroidvania. I don't know what it's gonna be or what it's gonna look like, but
can it not just be a Metroidvania and the character is just a card? Can we not just do that?
Yeah, nobody said how we have to incorporate these things, right?
Get in there!
Hey, good job.
Take that as completely, yeah, programming grant, music and art, Joel. Awesome, how cool is that? Again, I think the artwork is absolutely top class, by the way. Well done on the artwork. I mean, it's fantastic.
Thanks.
I mean, I've watched you
I had
make
a lot of
some of
fun.
it as well.
Joel.
And what about the music?
Yeah.
Did you buy the music as a pack or compose
No,
it?
I did the music in FL Studio, so
Oh, you're
yep.
just showing off now, aren't you?
Yeah,
Jeez.
everything was all us. So I think that's how we like to do it.
That is impressive. Go for a Hades clone, Essie.
Hades clone. Oh
Yeah, just do that.
That would
man,
be-
this is
that would
this
be
is
fun to
dropping
do.
in 5 weeks.
5 weeks, come on.
That would be
fun
way
to do.
cool. Yeah.
So while we're here, let me share your. Did you share in Twitch your YouTube channel?
Yeah, I dropped the link there.
Dee-dee-dee-dee. Funky. Discord. Don't forget to subscribe. I don't see it.
It was kind of interesting. One comment on this game: we didn't do a lot of animation work. Grant was able to make it look animated using a lot of tweening of the sprites. So it was one kind of hack we used to shorten the timeline. But it ended up looking pretty good.
And that, you know what, but that's the other thing is that you're learning those little tricks now that you wouldn't have bothered learning before because you didn't need to.
Yeah, the tight timeline really it makes you think creatively.
Which is why game jams. That's why so many games come from game jams, isn't it? Because you're just forced to work really quickly.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right, let me. I'll share your channel in general, and everybody can find. So if you want to follow again, Essie, for you especially as you're here now. If you want to follow the development and all the updates, head to the YouTube channel, and there is a whole list of videos. Have you put it in a playlist, or is it just on the? Yes, you have. Look, there's a DevCast playlist there, so you can find all the
Can't
videos.
say how well organized it is. Sorry to talk over you.
No, go for it.
But I probably should organize it a little bit better. But most of them should be in DevCasts.
Yeah, there's
So-
10 videos in DevCast, so that's organised.
Some of those will be my art streams and stuff that I did in the morning sometimes too. And we cut up some segments of the live streams and put them on there. So everything should
Yeah.
be there though.
And the plan is that every week during development, we do just a quick little devcast to kind of touch base and let people know how progress is going. One thing we always want to try to do is to be rather transparent with our games and the development and everything.
Well, I'm gonna play again. Yeah. Again, I'm super impressed. I honestly cannot believe how quickly you've done this. Essie says, have you guys attended any game jams before?
Yeah, I've done one. I've done two. Two of the games on my itch channel. I guess it's our itch channel now because we both kind of are working on stuff there. But two of the games on our itch channel, which is Finding Grandpa and Brobit in Virus Land. Both of those were game jam games. So I've done two. before this. Kamikaze Squirrel was one that I did that. That was my very, very first game I ever made, and that was done in 2 weeks. So,
Wow.
yeah, all of those are kind of jam games, but Finding Grandpa and Robot and Virus Land came from official jams.
Yeah, I haven't done any personally. I've always had interest in it, but there's a level of inadequacy, I guess.
Well, Joe,
for me with what I do,
but I saw your little platform game that you were making, Grant, on your stream.
oh yeah.
That was really cool. Where's that? Come on, I know you lost it, didn't you? You lost all the files.
We did. That's on the to-do list though for our projects. We have a bunch of different projects for what we'd like to do one day. That's part of that. So.
Yeah. Well, that was good.
I think the hardest part of this is going to be deciding when we get to major projects, whose projects we're going to work on, if we're going to do Grant's or mine, because we've both got so many big ideas, right? But
Yeah.
I think it's Grant's turn to pick the next one, and then maybe I'll get a turn after that.
Yeah, I think that's how we tentatively will be planning to do it. Just kind of every other.
Oh, come on. Oh, for God's sake. That's a loser. I mean, sorry. Hello,
That was
guys.
even a slow target, Richard. and
Look, I
missed it.
was.
Well, see, when I was testing this, that's kind of what tripped me up. Is I was expecting it to go faster, and so then it would slow, and it threw me off.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, support. Look at that.
Sorry, I just like to have fun with you.
Yeah, outrageous. I'm used to Paul giving me grief, not you. You better get started on your game, Richard. Yeah, I had better crack on, Essie. You're not wrong. I better just learn the whole engine first, and then I'll get on it. All right. Okay. Get lost. Give me that popcorn. Yes. So,
And perhaps another thing we might explore more with these is, doing kind of this testing of somebody who hasn't ever touched the game earlier on. This one was it was kind of chaotic with everything. We just kind of tested it with some close friends and family, but it's much more educational to watch people play it like you are now, kind of blind, to kind of see what works, what doesn't.
yeah, of course
Yeah.
it's going to be more beneficial and you've got when you've got no knowledge at all, because it's amazing what you think is obvious.
Yeah, it's the best
Well, yeah.
test of whether or not your game is like readable and understandable is you give it to somebody and then you don't say anything. You just sit there and you just watch them figure it out, right? That's a good test to see if you've got a good, understandable system in place that people can learn rather quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and when the first thing you said is, "All right, now what do I do?" You push E.
Obviously.
Why doesn't he know that?
There's no way to know that, right? Like we developed it and we know it's E, but we didn't put it anywhere.
Yeah. But again, it's just because you're you can't see the wood for the trees. You just I didn't even think about that. Yeah, well, I'm happy to always test your games. Oh, it went in my face. Oh,
We'll
yeah,
keep
send them
trying
over. Send them
aim
over.
to please. We'll set the standard to be Richard's approved.
Well, no, idiot level. Can this idiot play your game is where it should be. That's what we need to Let's get
And every game we make will have cards and tactics in
Will
it.
it?
So-
Good. Yeah. I look forward to that. Richard loves to not get any hints of what to do. He doesn't like to be handheld. Can you go backwards forwards? Oh, you can. So how long did it take for you to come up, how did you come up with this actual game idea? I mean, did you just chuck a load of ideas? Because obviously you've got the framework with the theme, circus themed. It's got to be whatever. But how did you, where did the game idea come from? Did you come up with the main?
It was like the first night after we rolled to see what it was. We kept texting each other these different ideas. Joel actually had an original, a different idea at first, where it's a lot more survival based.
Okay.
Where
Originally I was
What was
thinking your circus train had crashed and you had to survive in the wilderness. So all of your performers were surviving in the woods, fighting off bears and wolves while you tried to find food and shelter, and that was my
Bloody
original
hell.
idea.
You've gone
And then-
hardcore.
yeah, it was a lot
Yeah.
darker.
It's turned into
But then
Don't Starve,
Grant
isn't
had
it?
this idea of,
My
Grant had ideas of like, hey, what if we're involving the performers and they have to keep morale up, and so that's kind of where we came up with this.
Yeah, I think my mind went to just like a more goofy place and was like, what if there's a circus troupe that's just really bad at what they do, and the crowd comes in and is just heckling them and stuff. And they have to survive.
Well, the thing is, games like this, when they are, I don't say you say goofy, but you know, like short plays, easy to pick up and just play straight away, apart from the lack of an E button. They're easy to pick up and play. Are always going to do well because you know it's almost. In fact, do you know what would be actually quite again? Oh, completely that again, winner. It'd actually be interesting to put a average play time on the game in the description, so people know how long they can expect to play. You know, like these little
Time
mini games.
commitment.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
sometimes you think, oh, I ain't going to bother with that. It's a survival game that's going to last me hours. I don't want a quick game. So having that saying average play 20 minutes, you go, oh, okay, I can give that a go.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is great. This is perfect. This is and again, what this is really good for me is my short attention span. For that exact reason I just said, I don't feel like I have to commit to learning a whole massive ecosystem and inventory system and like control system. I've just got to know a couple of keys. I can just play it. It's finished, done. So for me, this is great. It's perfect for me.
Yeah, I agree. I think I'm on that similar mindset, especially as I get older and more busy. It's like I just want something that I could jump into, play,
Yeah.
a few rounds or something of, and then just dip out.
This is why Rocket League is my most played game of all time,
Yeah,
because I just log on, have one game. I know it's going to take me about 20
Yeah.
minutes. Bam.
You can just jump in and tear it up and then be done.
Yeah,
whenever
but
you want.
I still get progress because it just still saves your levels, you know. So it's got that sense of satisfaction of playing. You can take it super seriously if you want, or you can just mess around with your mates. It's great for that.
sorry, I have to step away for a moment.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Don't worry. Just joking. If Richard doesn't get a huge font covering the screen telling him how to move left and right, he freaks out.
Maybe
Well-
we should have the circus performers hold up big signs to tell you what to do.
Yeah, you should. Yeah. What does Essie? You're not wrong. Because I just want to get. But the thing is, it's normally because I'm playing on the virtual indie booth, and I'm just trying to get on with it. So I do get frustrated sometimes when games are so vague. I'm like, what am I actually supposed to be doing? So yes, I am rushing through them to try and show more of the game off. But then also it does flag up poor UI and user experience, because if I'm going, what am I supposed to be doing here? Then that's something that needs to be looked at. But yeah, and I am impatient.
I think I'm the same way.
Thing is, there's no right answer. I mean, like, what was I playing the other day? Christ, I was playing something on the Dreamcast, believe it or not, on the actual Dreamcast, and I loaded it up and I was like, they haven't told me any buttons. It's just go. It's just like, hang on, that's what games used to be like. That's what they used to be like. Just load up and they just play, like even like, you know, Mario, the original Marios.
Yeah.
You got no control. You got no instructions or tutorials. It was just like
Back in the day, it was like one button was always jump, one button was always,
Yeah.
run, and that's you had two buttons to work with, and that was it.
Yeah, and you knew that, oh, one of them must do this. I'll just try it, and then you figured it out. But now that's the thing is, and I know that is still a way, but the thing is that is not the world we live in anymore, and people expect certain quality now, and instructions are one of them, especially with the accessibility in the world these days. Before that, they didn't give a damn if you couldn't read something. It's like, well, you just shouldn't be playing it then. That's how they looked at it.
Yeah, it's a different culture now for sure.
Cannot do that anymore. And you love it when it's not totally clear which box you are currently selected in the main menu. That, Essie, don't get me started. Don't trigger. You're triggering me, Essie. That is my biggest pet peeve. Oh my god. I nearly wanted to uninstall that game. Yeah, having two
I think
boxes.
about that now. I remember you saying that
Oh
on
my
a stream once.
God.
I think about that now whenever I design a UI. I'm like, Richard says you need to know which box is currently
Oh my
selected.
God.
So
It's my not even a pet hate, it's my pet despise. 2 boxes. Oh, 2 different colours. Okay, thanks for that. Right in your face. Look at that. The anger helped me defeat that. Mash the button. Come on! Top chef. Yeah, well, again, annoyingly, I've got no negative things to say to you. How disappointing.
hey, that's what we aim for.
How disappointing is that, hey? That's no good to me.
Maybe this next time we'll have you do a little test run before you release it, a couple weeks before or something.
Oh, I'll find something. I'll find something.
Yeah, you can bug hunt for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, again, if anyone's going to break something, it's usually me. So,
Or even just from like a usability, tutorial, learning standpoint, like those kind of things come through having other people play your game. So
yeah.
the
Well,
more
again,
testing we can get, the better.
I do normally text is a big problem for me on games because I don't have particularly good eyesight. So text is a real pet peeve of mine as well. When people use unreadable text or tiny text and you can't scale it, so that is normally a problem for me. But again, annoyingly, I can read it all. How dare you? I'm aiming for the lowest accessibility in gaming history. It's going to be very exclusive. Well, do you know what? That's why I find it interesting when the game jams have the not variable. What's the word I'm looking for? The condition of you can only use one mouse button or you can only use one key on the keyboard for everything. Have you seen those? That's quite an interesting one. I mean, obviously limits the type of game you can make.
I've never seen that. One button games. That'd be kind of fun challenge.
There is. I've seen those before. One button games. You're only allowed to have one button to use everything. Obviously, it comes up with some quite creative answers.
Yeah,
But-
imagine.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's the other thing you could do, isn't it? With your little wheel of despair, adding things like that.
Yeah,
you know,
put some kind of limit on there. Say like,
yeah,
it has to be black and white only, or you can only use 3 colors or something.
yeah. Just add some variables like that in there as well, just to make it harder for yourself. Why not?
It would definitely be interesting. And limits like that breed creativity, so it's always fun.
Poor Grant when he gets back. Right, we're making a game with one button. What? What did I miss? On the head, son. Go on.
The open world crafting survival game with one button.
Yeah, I think Flappy Bird is a one-button game. It is, Essie. Yeah, there you go. Oh, it's there.
And look how well that did.
Oh, it did. It did do well. You're not going to make mobile games, are you?
We were talking about maybe putting this on mobile, because you could do this with touch controls.
Yes, you could.
But our main target is obviously going to be PC. And our big games we'd like to get on console, as well as Steam. Steam is the primary platform, but yeah, consoles would be awesome.
Because you could even, like you said earlier, but I mean, like you could include these games in your big release games as side games, couldn't you?
Yeah. These are gonna again be part of that kind of like the arcade collection, right? So we'll release a collection of these games for free on Steam,
Yeah.
and they'll just be kind of might not be the best term to say, but a gateway drug into our
No,
our other
absolutely.
games.
Well, I was thinking more like a Mario Party. Like these games are like Mario Party games, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Just having a whole world, and then it loads up. You know, it's Big Top Tactics. You know, oh god, it's the circus one. You know, we got to compete against each other. There's loads you could do. I think that making the little mini games is a great idea. I love it.
Yeah. I think too many. I don't know. This is just my personal take, but I took 2.5 years to make Karen's, and I'm happy with the way it ended up, and people like it, and it's great, and it was a fun project. But I think I took too long on it. You know, I think if you can discipline yourself to create games within a 6 month to 1 year time frame, then I think you can produce a lot more and you can grow a lot more. And yeah, the games might be a little bit smaller, but that's okay. Not everybody needs to play this huge open world RPG style game. It can be a smaller game, a smaller experience, and people will still pay for it. So I don't know. That's kind of what I'm driving here with all this is we need to get in the habit of making small, effective games and get the tools and practice we need to do that and scope management to do that. So
What I think, do you know what? It's actually thinking about it is if you are a new developer or you are trying to grow, I think what you're doing is exactly the way to do it. Make a series of small games, release them all the time, sharing all the clips for them, giving them away on social media, and because you're just being seen all the time creating cool stuff. And that is the way to get, rather, like you said, rather than starting with a game and coming out 3 years later when no one knows who you are because you've never shown a game before. That's a lot harder to do when you could have released 10 games in that time and people are like, oh, you're the guys who make all these cool little mini games, aren't you? That's a really good way of attacking the market, really.
yeah. And people care when you release a game. People notice. And so like when we released this on Itch, it got tons of impressions and tons of plays and people are experiencing it. And so that's growing our following. And the more we do that, the more people will know about our studio and the other games we make. And also it helps us build a network of supporters like you, who want to talk to us, who want to play the games and all that. And that once we get enough of that and we release a bigger game, then it gets all this attention because there's all these people that are paying attention to the stuff we're doing anyway. So
yeah, I totally agree. I think it's a very good way of doing it. Off-Grid Game Dev, hello, my friend. Welcome along again.
Hey, Off-Grid.
Hello. So, if you didn't know, Off-Grid, we are playing Studio Primitive's new, I keep wanting to say game jam game, but it is a game jam, but it's your own game jam with yourselves. So, oh, what have I done with that? There you go. So it is a little, so this is, I played this, lost 3 times. Did you? Did Richard just roast my way of doing it? Yes, Essie, if it's your first... No, I'm just saying, if you're looking at growing...
It's just another way of
marketing,
doing things, I think.
Exactly. If you're looking at a way of... Do you know what? It's almost... It reminds me of like... there was a game... So, when you're releasing an indie game, one of the things you are told is don't release your indie game when there's a big AAA release coming out. That is just the standard. If Elden Ring's releasing tomorrow, don't release your game at the same time, because they're going to take all the market. But there was a game called it was like a fish tank simulator type game, right? Little 2D fish tank simulator, and he released it on the same day as Starfield.
I heard about this.
And it was a massive success because there were no other indie games releasing on that day because he was the only one. So when Steam's algorithm is looking for new games to promote, well, that was the only kind of one that was coming up other than Starfield. So he just got absolutely shitloads of sales and promotion. So it's just a different way. Again, you just kind of got to look at when people say, "Oh, because that's what you do," then that's the time to look at it and go, "Yeah, but why are we doing that? Is there anything else we can do?"
Yeah,
and that's how
question
you learn.
the norm.
Yeah, exactly. Because we all get sucked into, because that's what we always do, and then that's where you're in trouble.
The same thing goes from, if I could just add on to that, when I was doing Next Fest for Attack of the Karens. You can pick a slot during Next Fest when you get to stream live and when you get put on the front page. And everybody was picking the first hour of Next Fest for their stream. There was probably maybe 150 games that had lined up for the 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock hour for their stream. And then a lot more the next hour after that because everybody wanted to be front of the gate for when people start coming to the fest. And so I'm like, well, I'm not going to be able to compete with those games. So I registered for evening when there was about 20 games competing with me, and when Next Fest first went live, I was looking at all the games and seeing how the streams were doing. They were getting maybe about 70 to 150 viewers each, and when I streamed, I got 750 viewers.
No,
and so
did you?
It's just it was awesome, and so it just goes to show you, if you can find a way to get into a market or develop for a genre that doesn't have a lot of games out there, then you can get a lot of attention because there's not a lot of competition. So if you can limit your competition, your visibility goes up.
Yeah, and the thing is, doing the way you're doing it with the randomness means you are creating games that you definitely wouldn't have made on your own. You wouldn't have come up with the decision. There's no way you two would have come up with this game idea on your own. This is not what you would have come up with.
No, it's nuts.
So
it's nuts.
If you make enough of these, eventually you're going to find something that is really hitting the markets of several different genres or a couple of different genres, and people go, "Wow, no one's ever done this before." It's like, yeah, why would you? It makes no sense. But you suddenly made a really good game, and that's the way you're going to get exposure.
There's
the same YouTube video, Richard. Oh, of course. Yeah, I can't remember the guy's name. I'm sorry, but if you do know, please type it in there.
There's a saying. I work in manufacturing as an engineer, and so there's a saying in manufacturing. It's like fail fast, fail quick.
Yes.
And fail fast, fail often. So it's like you try something, see if it works. Nope, it doesn't work. Move on to the next thing. Try that. If that doesn't work, move on to the next thing. And you just rapid fire, right? And so that's kind of the idea here is let's put out these mini games and kind of maybe some larger projects that are not huge scope. And we talked about this a minute ago, but then we can get so much data off those to say which ones are spiking, and then we can kind of say, oh, this one did really well. Let's go back and look at this one or make another one in that same genre and see if that hits again.
Yeah, absolutely.
So off-grid, we use, this is made in Construct 3. I use Unity for Attack of the Cairns, but we're moving to Construct because it's a lot lighter, it's a lot quicker to develop in, and that's what Grant has most of his history in. And he did all the programming for this. I did all the artwork.
I do love the artwork. I'm very impressed. Go on the head. Yes.
Well, Richard, I'm afraid I'm going to have to duck out on you here.
No, don't worry. I'm just playing the game now. That's awesome. Thank you for joining. Again, thanks for letting me play your game.
Thanks so much for having us. This has been so much fun. I'd love to do this again.
Yeah, I think this is amazing what you've done. I think it's a great idea, and I definitely think there's scope for other developers to get the same idea. There's no reason why everyone can't do this. It's a great way of developing yourself. So, yeah, thanks for joining us, man. And say hello to Grant for us.
Will do. Have a great night.
Yeah. Cheers, man.
Bye-bye.
So off-grid, yeah, the art is insane. I don't know how you do it so fast. I know. Well, again, if you watch I did share it off-grid. Did you watch the devcast where they were creating this game at all? Because if you didn't, then there's a link. Oh, there is a link in the chat somewhere, so you can actually see how Joel was doing the art, and it's just amazing. I don't know where. Well, again, it's just like artists. I don't know how people come up with the ideas for art. It drives me mad. People are so good. Defend. Yeah. I watched his YouTube videos making. Oh, there you go. Then. Yeah, so you see how it happens. It's very impressive, isn't it? And it's a cool idea. And do you know what? Even if you're not working for the same studio, I think teaming up with a like-minded developer or someone you get on well with as a developer, and just saying, hey, look, you're a developer, I'm a developer, should we just try and make a game together? I think that would be very beneficial as well, because it keeps you motivated. When you've got more than just yourself, you're answering to someone else, and it helps you keep you motivated. So I think that's a really good way of developing yourself and getting some more games out there, getting known. And you're obviously splitting your game between two different audiences of each game. So maybe there is more ideas for collaborations out there, especially if it's only 5 weeks. If you're doing, again, you can pick whatever time you want. You can pick 2 months if you want. If you're saying, right, we're going to make a game in 2 months together, scope it out together, do some chats. You can do it all online now. You don't need to be in person, do you? I think some collaborations is really cool. Yeah. We've won again. Crushing it now. So there you go. That is Big Top Tactics. I will share a link again in the chat for everybody if you haven't seen it. Created in 5 weeks by Joel and Grant. Very cool. Very impressive. Check them out. Please, if you can afford to donate to the project, then go for it. I assume you can on itch. You can play it in the browser or you can actually download it. So whatever you want to do. But that's, yeah, highly impressive, I think. Let me know if you've played it. Again, it's available free on itch.io right now. Let's go to... Let's check out the page. So it does say E does most stuff. Joel is great. He retweets my trash artwork. Your trash artwork. Yeah, Joel is very cool. Again, been involved with the channel a long time, Joel. We've covered his games for a long time. Grant, again, I don't know Grant. We've just met now, so I'm sure he's awesome as well. But yeah, Joel's been a long-term sort of follower of the channel as well, which is really cool. Luckily, his game is also very good. That'd make it awkward, wouldn't it? So what we got here? So you can download it. Big Top Tactics is a mashup of action survival game and turn-based tactics. A game set in a circus theme. Irate customers are invading your circus, but the show must go on. As the ringleader, you need to grab the power-ups and keep your troop motivated. As the troop performer, okay. Made the Construct 3 in 5 weeks. Genre and theme decided by the Wheel of Genres on our YouTube channel. Just a game developer. Hello, welcome along. Oh, is the game? Oh no, it's still playing in the background. How you doing? Just a game developer? We are just having a nice chilled stream again this evening. We are playing Studio Primitive's new game. New Game Jam game. I wasn't going to play again, but it's actually quite addictive, to be honest. Okay, here we go. Get the popcorn, get that popcorn. Oh, we're on. I'm good, how about you? Yeah, very good. Very good, thank you. Ow. Yeah. Time to gauge. Oh, fuck. Crowd seems to favour the sword swallower. Yes, they do. You're not wrong. That is a popular one, absolutely. Come on. Must be his handsomely good looks. Is it modelled on you by any chance, Grant? Is that what you're trying to tell me here? I'm expecting a character modelled on me in the next game, all right? With exceptionally good looks as well. No, I'm more like the strong man, minus the strong part. You're man. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Perform. Stop the spinner. Perfect score. Way to go. Woo, woo, woo. Defend. Oh. First one straight in my face. Oh, God. Okay. I'm waiting for the E patch, by the way. I'm waiting for it. I'll look out for the update. Let me know when the update comes out. Well, I know you're not in chat anymore, but how are you going to manage the updates for the game? Because obviously, if you're going to create 20 Game Jam games, how are you going to be patching them all and keeping track of them? I didn't ask that. We don't need to worry about that yet. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Well, as long as you make them perfect every time, first time, then you don't need to worry about it, do you? Patches are for losers. Who needs patches? Honestly, I'm surprised this has little bugs as it does. I haven't found any bugs. I'm very annoyed. How dare you? It's my strong point. It's my one skill, Grant. That is my one skill. Finding things that don't work in games. So 2 days prior to release, we were squashing them left and right. Wow, I haven't seen any bugs at all. Yeah, rather annoying. How dare you? You're giving developers a bad name. All these bugless games you're releasing. Yeah, motivation boost. Get in there. My favourite bug was when it would spawn 30 plus crowd members on the overworld screen. I would. I bet when that happened, you were just like, why? What are you doing? I was going to say that the developers had left so you could start tearing the game apart. But it seems like they're still here. You need to wait a bit longer. Yeah, Essie, secretly like it still. Say nice things secretly. I sucked at blocking the tomatoes and curse words. We got it. Can I just skip to 4? No, you got to type them all in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 3 enemy. Defend. Yeah. Woo! Shoot the target. Oh no, I'm good at this one. Oh. I only got 3 shots. I'm doomed. That was terrible. No good. Off-grid, yeah. I foolishly wanted it to feel like a dodge and a parry in the Dark Souls game as far as the timing goes. Come on now. Oh, battle. Strongman. Yes, I win. Perform. Stop the spinner. True champ, yeah. I have to head out though. Thanks for having us and thanks for coming to the studio so much. And thanks for everyone else taking part. Just yeah, cheers, Grant. Take care, man. Thanks for joining. Nice to meet you as well. And congratulations on the game. It's fabulous. Well, good effort, sir. Good effort. The programming seems flawless. We've won. Look at that. Good timing. Thank you. Have a good one. Yeah, there you go. So that was the purpose of the stream, everybody. I just wanted to give the game a little bit of coverage, show off what Joel and Grant are doing, or Grant and Joel, whichever way. I don't know if they've done if they've battled it out to say whose name goes first. But I just wanted to show what they're doing, how they're doing it, why they're doing it, and what they've created in 5 weeks, which is incredible. Really, really cool work. Yeah, there you go. There you go, everybody. Da, 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 da. Da, da. It still plays. You can't exit. Found a bug. No, it's the browser. It just keeps playing. Let me refresh it. There you go. So yeah, so itch.io. So we can have a look at SE if you want. I'm going to show you itch.io. So if we just go to the home page, I can show you. You're asking about curation things. So apart from my stupid camera in a way, I'm sorry. This crap. So it's filtered here. You can't see it. My stupid popular tags. It says popular tags under my window here. You got browse here, and games by price, which is also interesting. And can you actually see if there are any? If there are any? Where are the new popular tags, new releases? I just want to see. There is a desktop client as well. If you want to get the client, I do have it, but I just don't ever use it. I don't know why I have it. Just so you can download the games directly to the client, and it's like a little launcher then. So from the blog, games by price, browse games. Popular, new and popular. See if we can find Big Top Tactics. See if we can find them. It doesn't give you any it'd be nice if it told you how many people had downloaded it, wouldn't it? But it doesn't. Big Top Tactics, there it is. We found it. Development on hold. Finished, you mean? Finished. Play in browser. Okay, there you go. So it wasn't too far down in the new releases. Is there likes or dislikes? Well, you can add it. So you can add it to you can follow you can rate the game, choose 5 stars. Let's do a little review. Created in 5 weeks and really great fun to play for 20 minutes. No, 20 minutes, wasn't it? Super high quality artwork and audio. How about that? We'll do a live thing. So there's the ratings, Essie. Rating from 1 to 5. Where's my review? Submit. Done. Then I can follow them as a student. We'll follow them as well. There you go. And then you can add it to, you can make collections of certain games and all that sort of stuff. So there's your ratings. So then if you go down, you've got all the comments here. People are playing it, so you can leave links to links. You can leave links to your own review and stuff there. And then obviously that can get upvoted and stuff there. So there you go. So it is very handy, Essie. It's a really good platform to just gauge some interest. Was it on here? On Itch you launched it? Well, yeah. So this is where I played the game. I went on here, and this is just run game. You can just run it in the browser, or you can download it if you want to. There's download options. People can donate here. You can set the price, Essie. You can set the price whatever you want. I did actually do a video on my channel about how to publish a game on Itch. And I did cover how you do all this as well. So if you get stuck, you can find the video on my channel somewhere. Yeah, there you go. It's very cool. So there's a feed here. There's a new feed. There's my feed. So this is my personal feed. Big Top Tactics. There. Browser game made. Attack of the Karens. There are other games on my list. It's got an update, and it just shows you what's going on. So it's definitely worth keeping an eye on itch.io. But like I said, you've got to be prepared to work through all the crap as well, because there's a lot of rubbish on here. Because anybody can upload. Again, my game is on here, which is just not complete and buggy as hell. But because it's free to upload and doesn't cost you anything, then you're going to get that no matter what platform it is, to be fair. And there you go, everybody. There you go. That is it. But you can find, it's a really good way of finding some like little hidden gems if you've got the time and patience to do it. I should check out Itch once in a while. I barely check out Steam as well for the time. Yeah, I mean, Steam feels a bit more Steam curated. Do you know what I mean? Steam is a bit more what they want to push, whereas Itch is a bit more wild. So you can find some really weird random games on here. It's not just games. There's like comics, tools, assets, and all sorts of stuff on Itch. So it is worth keeping an eye on. But you could end up spending 2 hours browsing and not find anything good. There is that danger as well. Do people release on both Steam and Itch? Yeah, quite often. Because Itch, I don't know what the fee is on Itch. It'll be lower. They won't, because on Steam they take 30%, don't they, on Steam? And I don't know what the percentage on Itch is. I don't know what it is. I've got a clue. Actually, I do have a developer account on Itch. I do actually have one. Let's see if I can work out what they take. Let me find. First of all, let me find you. Find Enter Night. There we go. Enter Night Games. No, thank you. Got it. Let me check my sales on my developer. Like on bigger games, they do, yeah. People do release them, I see. So what have I got here? Enter Night Game. Can you set a price for the game on Itch, or is it just people pay what they want? No, you can set a price, Essie. You control the price. It's interesting how I had no idea Celeste was there. Yeah, there's loads of... thing is, there's like Haiku the Robot. There's an early version of that on there as well, because a lot of people release the games on there to see what interest it has. It's definitely worth doing. So here you go. So Essie, here is my... there's nothing you shouldn't see here. So here is my Itch back end, as it were. So this is my game. So this is my studio. It's not a studio, made up studio. So Enter Night Games is my studio, and Straxterus is my game. So as you saw, so this is my creator dashboard that you'll get as an Itch uploader as a person. So it shows you my gross revenue. I've made $2 on this game. Someone bought it. In fact, Longplay bought my game for $2 to show me some support. But it's had, for someone who it's not a complete game, I've had 626 views, 73 downloads, just on this nothing game that I've made with no page or anything. There you go. Look, this is what I've had. So it's still October this year. It got 5 views already in October. See? So it is getting views. And you can set your page. You can set your... so there you go. It's your... I've done nothing, see, as you see. I'll just click it. And then you can go to publish, edit. Where's the edit page? Edit game. There we go. So this is what you get, Essie. You get to name the title, all this classification, you put it where you want. Now this is it, pricing. You see here, pricing in the middle. So £0, I say pounds, dollars, or donate. And then you can just let it to paid if you want paid, or no payments at all. So I let people donate because it helps support the channel, and then you suggest what they pay, and there's your files that you upload. There's your executable. You say what platform you're going to release it on. There's some information, the genre, all that type of stuff. Instructions. I just put download and run the exe. There you go. That's how much detail I put in it, and then you can put it as a draft or whatever you want. And this is the back end, and you can set some screenshots here. You can put a gameplay trailer, and that's it. That's the back end. And that's how easy it is. You just literally fill all this information out, put in your price and all that, upload the game, put a couple of screenshots, and then it gives you a link, and then there's nothing to pay. It's all totally free. By releasing both places, I'd assume you'd increase the game's exposure. Yeah, Essie, exactly that. It doesn't hurt, absolutely. My highest rated game has 10 ratings, but the games were not very good. Oh, really? But again, it shows you people are using it. That's the important thing. And this is the page. This is it. This is my page. Straxorus. No information. One screenshot. Just download. There you go. So yeah, hope that helps, Essie. Does that hope that makes it a bit clearer and how you can use it? Would there be any reason not to release on both platforms? The only reason I can think of, Essie, is that if you're trying to build a more of a base on Steam, and to do that you need the wish lists. If you have it on itch.io, you might be pushing people from bothering to go onto Steam, which means you won't get so many hits on your Steam page, which means Steam won't push you as much. So it's like this. Straxter says top itch comment, this is hot garbage. Where is hot garbage? The thing is, it's a demo project. That's the point. It's a demo project, so it's not supposed to be good. I did it just to show how you can publish. But it's the same as, like, now we are streaming on Twitch and YouTube right now. So me streaming on Twitch, is that sending people to Twitch when they could be watching on YouTube, or vice versa? Possibly. Because some of you guys are watching on Twitch where you used to watch on YouTube. So it is hurting my hours. But then that also increases my exposure on Twitch because you're watching on Twitch. So it's like, it's hard. You might lose some momentum on Steam by having lots going to itch and buying. Yeah, exactly that. But if you just stay strong and promote your Steam page, and you always send people to your Steam page, if that's what that might be. The thing is, you might not care about that, and you might be more focused on itch, and you can just do it on itch. So it depends what you want, really. You know, what is there a right answer? I don't know. Probably not. But then you are exposing yourself to people who search itch, because a lot of people don't like Steam and they avoid it. So you're giving them an option to buy it somewhere else. So I think is it work? Do you see any of the big games doing it? No, you don't. So is that telling you something? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? My wishlists have flatlined in the last 2 weeks on Steam. Yeah, so if you had it on itch.io, maybe you'd be picking up a bit of traction there, maybe. Interesting. I've got something to chew on here. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, Essie? Exactly. I mean, I think what a lot of people do is they might put like a early beta build on itch.io to gauge almost as like a test bed for Steam. So they'll put it on itch to see if people are liking it, and then they won't push it to Steam until you start getting positive comments on itch. Do you know what I mean? Steam takes 30%. Yeah, it does. So well, I'll find out for you. Let's have a look. What percentage does itch.io take? 10%, Essie. So by default, itch.io takes 10% cut from each sale, but developers can set the cut to any amount. A model termed open revenue sharing. by itch.io. Developers can set the minimum price for items which may be free, and customers can pay above that amount to further support developers. How about that? So let me find it in the official... Can I find it in the community? Also, I know I could Google some of these questions, but it's fun and interactive. No, Essie, I know you can, and I appreciate. The thing is, it helps my interaction. It gives me conversations to talk about, and it's interesting to hear people's point of view. So, no, I appreciate it. I always ask questions, and I'm happy to look it up while we're talking about it, because then we can have a discussion about it, can't we? So yeah. So that is the big bonus of itch. There you go. You're making just. It's set to 10%, but you can give them nothing if you want. So, but I think it's fair. Leave it at 10%. I think 10% is a cool number. So if you're giving away 10% of your profit via over 30, maybe you do want to push people to itch.io. You know? But again, that's when you've got one game and you've been working on it for years, it's hard to know because you're not going to get that information. You can set your cut on it. Yeah, just a game developer. That's what we're saying. You can set whatever cut you want, but I think it's fair to give them 10%. I'm saying I would leave it at 10% to give back to the website because they're already doing you a huge favour there. So I think it's fair to give them 10% because that's already a great cut, isn't it? 10% to host your game for free. That's amazing. So I think that's really cool. So maybe, so if you are releasing little games often, sticking them on itch.io first, you're going to build yourself a good reputation on there, aren't you? And you're going to see which games do better rather than, because don't forget on Steam, the other problem with Steam is is it £100 to release a game on Steam? Is it £100? I think it is $100, whatever it is. So you've got to pay to get your game on Steam and then pay them every time it sells 30%. You pay nothing to upload your game. $100. Okay, so you pay nothing to upload your game to itch, and then let's say we leave it as the default 10%, then you only pay them 10% for every sale. It's a big selling point, isn't it? So like I said, maybe you think, I'll push people to the itch page because I get a bigger cut from that. But the bigger audience are on Steam. No right answer, just different ways of doing it. That's all it is. So yeah. Up, dude. Hi, James. Hello, hamster. How you doing, man? Welcome along. So Essie, you've got some. I think it's worth setting yourself an account up on itch.io and just start getting used to the website and browsing it and see what's on there and see like how your game compares to similar games on there, what they're doing to make their pages look really good. I think it's worth learning for sure. And I don't know why. I know we said about the competition on itch versus Steam, but I don't think there's really a massive reason to not put your game on itch, really. American Arcadia releases on the 15th, I think. Tons of tools there too. Yeah, absolutely, hamster. Yeah, there's tons of different stuff, comic books and all sorts of stuff. American Arcadia releases on the 15th. Yeah, again, I'm hoping to try and get a key for SE from the publishers because I can't afford to buy it. So I'll see if I can scrounge a key off the publishers and review it at the same time. That'd be nice. It's Raw Fury, isn't it, who publish it? Yeah. We'll see. See how we get on. That was Devolver. No, it's not Devolver. It's Raw Fury, isn't it? Please say it's Raw Fury. I've got not contacts at Raw Fury. I know people at Raw Fury. American. Is it American Arcadia? American. Oh. Don't be. Ostrava. Hi, Rich. Hi, chat. Hope everyone is having a nice evening. Hello, Ostrava. Thank you very much. Welcome along. Raw Fury, you are right. Essie, I'm always right. You know that. Apart from when I'm wrong, I'm always right. Yeah, Raw Fury. Yeah, so it comes out on the 15th. Yeah, you were correct there as well. So yeah, I will see if I can if they like me enough to give me a key. I will I'll play it on stream. Although I don't want to spoil it for you, Essie. So you don't tune into those streams, all right? When I play that, you look away. But I might need some help with the puzzles because some of them are pretty hard. Or I'm stupid. I don't know which one that is. Yeah, you can still tune in, Essie. You'll have to mute your tab, all right? Does anybody subscribe to Patch Magazine here? Anyone into Patch Magazine at all? Because I have something quite cool. I don't need to play it myself. Oh, you can just shout at me while I'm playing it, Essie, if you want. You can play it through me. Because I've got something quite cool coming up with Patch Magazine. I won't say anything yet, but keep an eye out for an announcement on the channel regarding Patch Magazine. Just some little cool thing. Just a little cool thing we're doing. Yeah. I'm going to go bye. Cheers, Just a Game Developer. Take care. Nice to see you again. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. You haven't got time to play it, Essie. You've got a game to make. You've got a game to make. Yeah, but I'm quite impressed with how many hits my game has got on itch.io. I can't believe it's actually got hits. 626 hits on a piece of garbage. So I think that's been out about a year. So I'm getting 2 a day. Don't subscribe to Patch No. Do they have digital? Yes, Essie, they do. They do a digital version. It's actually very nice to read. It's a very cozy magazine. I know people have a thing about that word. They don't like it, but it's a cozy indie game magazine. They cover a lot of like nice cozy games. It's all very chilled. It's a cool magazine. But yeah, they do. Well, we'll show you. I'll show you. I may as well have it on screen while we're talking about it. Patch Magazine. So what we're talking about is this. Patch. Hey, Patch Dweller. Okay. Thanks for that. And then they have Shop digital magazines. See, there you go. You can download them here. Oh, the website's looking slicker now. Look at this. Okay. So, physical copies always preferred when possible, though, more cozy. Yeah, I can't read digital copies of anything. I hate reading on a screen. I don't even like the Kindle. I don't like digital copies of anything. It looks really cool. When you see it like this, you're like, oh yeah, it's really nice. But I want to hold the magazine and read it. I actually can't find issue 11. What does it look like? This one. I've got it somewhere and I've lost it. It must be in a bag or something somewhere. But yeah, but you can pick up a digital copy. Obviously, it's a little bit cheaper as a digital copy. Not much cheaper, to be fair. It's not actually. It's £4. I think it's only 5 something for the actual. It's £4. Is it the same price? It can't be the same price for the physical one. What's happened there? Merchandise. I can buy the cover posters. That's cool. Anyway, e-ink is just about my favourite technology. All my books are digital, but it's not great for magazines. No, again, I like reading on a Kindle is nice. I have no problem with the actual reading technology. I like it. But what I don't like is I think it's the feeling of not knowing the progress that I've made. I know you've got Cheetori6. Hello, thank you for the follow. Welcome along. I think it's the act of turning the page and seeing how far I've got or I've got left. And I know you can have a percent. I know the Kindle has a percentage, or you're 29% in, but that doesn't really mean anything to me. Do you know what I mean? I like the feeling of a book. What I don't like is trying to read in the dark. So the Kindle is a winner for that, absolutely. And my missus loves a Kindle. She's basically glued to her hand. She thinks it's amazing. Takes 10,000 books with her on holiday. You know, it's amazing. I love the Kindle, or any e-reader is really cool. But I don't like reading on a screen on my phone or my PC. I don't really like reading. I prefer paper. Much to the environment's dismay, I'm afraid. But yeah, Patch Magazine, really cool. I'll share a link for you, just so you can have a look. So if you don't subscribe to this, they do ship worldwide if you want a physical copy. And it's a fantastic magazine. It's really enjoyable, really cozy, really nice. All indie games. There's lots of good writers there as well. So you have, what I do like, in fact, is they actually have a... They do things like how do I explain? Like, say they did a Stardew Valley recipe section where they actually like took recipes from Stardew and made them in real life, and they tell you how to make them. The things like, there you go, you can see on the screen how to make like crochet items from games. Just really interactive stuff. I think that's wicked. Really nice. So yeah, I'm a big fan. I mean, obviously you've got like you've got Debug magazine as well. It's a funny word, debug. I always want to say debug. What debug? I don't know where the emphasis should be. Debug. Anyway, Debug magazine is a lot more serious, you know. And again, it sounds mean. I don't mean it in a mean way. Serious versus like cozy, but you get what I mean, don't you? You get what I mean. Like Debug is more of a buy it on a shelf, like PC Gamer, you know, magazine, where this is more cozy, you know. I'm having surgery on my shoulder in 2 weeks. Ouch. So I've been having a look around, compiling some indies to play on the Steam Deck while I'm recovering. I may have to look at patch 2. Oh, on your shoulder. Ouch. Is that, did you injure it? Did you have a spectacular motorcycle accident and you're like a hero? Or was it like did you get attacked by a wolf? Or is it something cool or something rubbish? Compiling some indies to play on Steam Deck. Okay, how much movement are you going to have in that shoulder though, with the thumbstick? Patch Magazine is going to be great though, because what is really... Hang on, wait there. It's in reach. What is really cool about Patch Magazine, this is the issue before, a new one I haven't opened yet because I'm going to open it for a TikTok. So what is really cool about Patch is the size. So if you've got a dodgy shoulder, what I love about it is that it's really light. It weighs nothing. So you can hold this in one hand and still read it. Do you know what I mean? So it's really easy to read, lightweight, even lighter. You know, if you've got the E version, that's going to be heavier. The digital version is going to be heavier because your Kindle weighs way more than the magazine. So for reading, I think Patch Magazine is perfect for you for that. Bit of one-arm reading. A couple of dislocations, pretty boring. It's just to stabilise it. Well, what I think we need to do Strava, as we need to come up with an exciting story for you. We need to come up with a dragon-fueled fury, revenge fury story for you. That we need to do like a little RPG storyline for your shoulder dislocations. Why? Is it because I was wielding the axe of power and I just couldn't hold on anymore? It pulled my shoulder out the socket. Yeah. I was fighting a rhinoceros. And as I lifted him above my head, my shoulder came out. Let's do it. Hero storylines. Come on. Put your suggestions in the chat. So yeah, there's Patch Magazine. But again, I have something cool. I have a cool collaboration with Patch Magazine coming up. That's all I'll say. So keep an eye on the channel, okay? It's coming soon. Keep an eye out. They're cool people. Imagination running wild again. I know, SEO. I do tend to go off on one. But I like it. That's all right. We ship worldwide. Then you go, yay, ship worldwide. Oh. I do like that. Why is it only this April 2022 poster? Why is it only that one? Oh, by the way, have you seen on, speaking of indie games, have you seen on Epic Game Store this week? Have you seen the free game? It's, I forgot the title of it now, Christ. Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion is the free game on the Epic Store. I already had it open. There you go. This one. So this is the free game this week. I'll play the trailer just while we're here. Totally free, so pick it up on, because I wanted to play this before. I didn't have any money when this came out, so I couldn't buy it. But now I don't have to because it's free. So, do you know what? This does not want to play, does it? Come on, your Epic servers. Useless. Do you use the Epic Store any? Essie, I use the Epic Store. I'll show you. I'll show you how much I use the Epic Store. The answer is no. But here is my library on the Epic Store. Sort from A to Z. No. Let's do... Is it better as a list? Here is my library, okay? I don't know how many games. Does it show you how many games? So these are all the games I have on my Epic account. As you see, there are... Oh, there you go. 361 games over 16 pages, Essie. Yeah? 361 games in my account. I think I've purchased maybe 2. The rest are all free. Let's do this. Time played. There's a time played feature, isn't there? Time played. It doesn't tell you. Rubbish. Yeah. So I've not purchased any of these. These are all... I think I bought Riders Republic. I purchased. Sonic Colors. I purchased. I think that's it. I think that's it. I don't think I've bought any of the others. Dark, maybe. I think I might have gotten Dark for free. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm saying. I don't use Epic at all, but I just get... I've got 361 games in my library. Because I just collect them every week. But I do want to play Turnip Boy Does Tax Evasion, whatever it's called. I just have this installed and collect all the free games. It's very cool. I like it. Man, that's a lot of games. I know, and they're all free. Again, the thing is, it's funny with games because you guys as developers send me so many games. I don't need to buy any games because I definitely don't need to buy any because I've got so many, which is amazing. I'm very privileged to be in that position. But there are a few games that come out and I really want to play, so I do have to buy them. Elden Ring being probably one of the last ones. I had to play that and I absolutely love it. But I have bought a game like Starfield. I bought Starfield. I loaded it up once, so I haven't had a chance to play it again yet. Yeah, what about you? Is anybody playing anything? Is anybody playing any cool games at the moment? What are you playing? What should I be checking out? I did play Dave the Diver for a couple of hours the other day. That was very good. When games get too available, I feel it's difficult to choose or want to play any. Yeah, there's choices. It's just, I mean, it kind of shows how difficult it is to release a successful game when you see how many games are available. It's unbelievable. Chitori, I played Tangled Tower recently, which was pretty great. Tangled Tower. That was what I covered that on my channel. I think I covered that in the community news. In fact, I'm hoping to have enough content to release a news video on Monday. So if you have any news about your indie game or something cool in the indie world, anything, and you want me to feature it on my news show on Monday, give me a shout. Just tag me on Twitter or something. Wandering Sword is my latest purchase. What is that, Hamster? What is Wandering Sword? What type of game have we got? I could have a look, can't I? I've been playing Kingdom 2 Crowns, a lovely little game. Kingdom 2 Crowns is very good. Yeah, Ostrava, I agree. Although Ostrava, I do want to play the 1980s one. What was that one called? Kingdom 80s? Whatever that is. That is very cool. That's the thing with Game Pass. I end up not wanting to play any. Well, actually, you know my feelings on Game Pass. I think that is the worst. That is the worst invention of all time. I absolutely despise Game Pass. I don't like it at all. Because as I've said before, you start playing a game, you get into it, it leaves Game Pass, and you have to purchase it to buy it again. It's just, and then you don't own any games. You don't want to buy them again somewhere else because you've already spent 10 hours, 20 hours on Game Pass version. I hate it. I had mine for about 6 months and then realised that I just wasn't playing any other games because I felt like I had to hurry to play the Game Pass games. Yeah, I hate it. Breaking news, indie game continues to sit in the crowd of thousands of other unknown indie games. Breaking news, no one's heard of your game. Yeah. Wandering Sword is like Octopath Traveler, but a Wuxia style. Oh, nice, okay. That's true. If I know I really want to play a game, then I buy it. Yeah. I would just go on the Epic Store, download all the free games, and cancel Game Pass. That's my advice. And then buy the couple of games you want to buy. Because don't forget, developers, they get a good coverage on Game Pass, but do they make much money on Game Pass? Is it really helping developers? You know, it's going to be helping Microsoft. That's what it's there for. So many games in the backlog to play, hard to find time to play any of them. Don't even get me started on that. Oh my God. Yeah, I was several hours into Octopath Traveler and I went away before I finished it. Oh no, there's nothing worse than coming back to a game that you were really deep into and you don't really remember what you're doing. That is where I'm at with Elden Ring now. I think I've done about 50 hours in Elden Ring. Not an awful lot, but I did another 20 to 30 before that anyway. But anyway, but now I don't remember what I was doing. I don't remember any of the buttons. I don't remember where I was. And I'm scared to start it again because it's so hard. That happened to me in Hades. Same here, Essie. I was really enjoying Hades and then I stopped playing it for whatever reason and I can't get back into it now. It's not that, but Octopath Traveler is $60. $60? Is it really? I'm not doubting you, James, but I'm doubting you. I don't doubt you. I don't doubt. I'm not calling you a liar, but I don't believe you. Octopath Traveler. Holy crap! Look at that. Oh, you can't see. Oh, you can see. So Octopath Traveler is £49.99, and Octopath Traveler 2 is £49.99. That's mad. So £50. How can Octopath Traveler 1 be the same price as 2? Yeah, it's £50, $60. That's mad, isn't it? Isn't that crazy? Okay, what about this, everybody? What is this Indiecade? Because this is all over my... Look at this. What's all this about? They didn't improve anything, so they reckon it should just cost the same. Well, that's fair business thought, I guess. Cheatery. That's just a tiny bit cheaper than my game is going to cost. Is it? Is that what you're going to say? That is it? You going for a proper like 55 quid game? Are you, Essie? Euros, whatever. No, you're using krona, aren't you, in Norway? 55 krona, which is probably about 500 krona, isn't it? What's I don't know what krona converts to. Yeah, so this Indiecade International Festival of Independent Games. Has anybody been following this? Because I haven't. I was going to cover this on the news show, but I've never seen this before. I've heard the name Indiecade, but why have I heard of this? Slay the Princess doing very well. Studio we've covered on the channel before. Norwegian krona or krona. Yeah, NOK. I had some krona, Norwegian krona. You've got amazing coins. So Norway krona have like coins with holes in them. I mean, I'm not saying no more. A coin with a hole in the middle. How cool is that? So Indiecade. Who are Indiecade? Why do I know them? Not really showing. Let's check on Twitter. See if we can find out more. I'm on the wrong account here, but let's have a look. Indiecade. Yeah. Well, I follow them. I mean, that's the start, isn't it? 164,000 followers. Holy crap. Indiecade.com. Does anybody know Indiecade? What's all this about? Conference sessions. Okay, night games. Okay, this is... What is Indiecade? Indiecade is organised by an expansive team of dedicated individuals who truly believe that we can make an impact on the industry and ultimately the way the world plays, understands and interacts with games. This is an Indiecade supports independent game development and a series of international events showcasing the future of games. There you go. So it's running all the way through most of November, really. Okay. Can we see the chats on online? Current and past sponsors. Well, a lot of non-indie sponsors sponsoring. BBC, Activision, EA, Facebook, Intel. Holy crap. Has anyone been involved in Indiecade? Has anyone had their game listed on here? Award winners. Who's winning awards? Festival 2023. Festival Awards, November the 4th. That's today. Well, it's not. That was yesterday. It's actually the 5th now. Here. Night Games Steam Festival Conference. Gotta say, the website is a little bit crazy, if I'm honest. It's a little bit too much for me, the website. Gotta mention that. Like the color variations are just all over the place. Like my eyes, I don't know what color I'm looking at anymore. Yeah, but yeah, there you go. That is Night Games. What is Night Games? What does that mean? Night Games event is back, and a live event for the first time in 4 years. Join us on the 10th and 11th of November, 6 to 11 Pacific time. Pacific time. What is that? That's West Coast time, isn't it? So that's like about 8 hours behind us. I brushed my teeth, but now I'm eating again. What are you eating, Essie? It depends what you eat. Are you eating? If you're eating toothpaste, you're okay. Playing Connect. Okay. Get off my lawn. Yeah, okay. Well, Indicate Festival. I didn't know about that. That's news to me. I knew I followed them on Twitter. I knew the name, but I don't really know what they are. But again, colours, what are they doing here? Green, pink, white, orange, yellow, black. Can't take the design choices on this. Yeah, 164,000 followers. Okay, so again, this might be something to try. And they got a big following, so it might be worth trying to look at to see if you can get involved in whatever they're doing. Possibly. Just bread with cheese. Bread with cheese. Now, the stream dragged on, so I got hungry again. Yeah, we're coming to an end, Essie. I'm just nattering on now. I'm answering your questions, in fact. How dare you? What are you talking about? Yeah, we're coming to an end now. It is gone midnight here. It's midnight here. So I'm going to finish watching. I'm actually watching the new anime on Netflix. Is anybody watching that? So I'm watching Blue Eyes Samurai. It's very good. I'm very much enjoying it. Has anybody checked that out yet? 8 episodes on Netflix. On Netflix now. Not a huge anime watcher, to be honest, but every now and again I find one I like. I think the problem with anime, I think I don't like all the horror and gore and stuff ones. So finding one that I like is hard. Or, I don't know. When is the next booth? The next booth, Essie, is on the 15th. No, but want to watch Invincible Season 2, Episode 1. What is Invincible? James, what is that? Is that an anime or is that a TV series or what? I haven't gotten into anime, but... Well, the thing is, Essie, so Blue-Eyed Samurai is... It's a very Americanized anime. It's a modern American anime, so it's not all... There's no, like, dodgy dubbing or whatever. It is a bit weird because, like, some people speak with like a Japanese accent and some people speak with an American accent. It's a bit weird. Invincible Season 2, Amazon Prime, not anime, 18 plus animated TV series. All right, Hamster, I'll have a look at that. I'm currently on Ozark. Ozark is in the one with Jason Bateman. That's Ozark, isn't it? That was very good. I liked Ozark a lot. That was very good. I think I've watched the first 3 seasons. Can't remember how many there are now. I've watched a couple of seasons, definitely. How's the fishing game, Hamster? How's it going? How's the progress? Can we play it yet? Come on, that's all we want to know. When can we play your fishing game? When will your wife let us play her game? You made for her. When's she going to release it? Open source it to us. The one in Arrested Development, I don't know. I haven't watched that either. But yeah, Jason Bateman, that is him. Yeah, the one where he's he moves to that old 4 seasons. I see. Yeah, that's the one where he lives out by the lake and with all the drug dealers. Yeah. Not yet. I crunched but didn't meet my deadline of yesterday, so taking a short break. That's fair. Let's play the fishing game already. I know. James is leaving us out to dry here, isn't he? He's hanging. He's dragging it out here. He's been working on it at least 3 weeks. He's really dragging this one out. So I tell you what. Before we go, in case anybody here didn't catch the stream earlier. Oh my god! Oh, Burpee Boy. Popular, new and popular. In case anybody didn't catch it, we'll play one go. He doesn't show us anything, Richard. I know, he's keeping it all to himself. Very selfish. So this evening, what we were doing is I show everything. Yeah, of course you do. To yourself. We were playing Studio Primitive's new game, which is Big Top Tactics. So if you don't know, Studio Primitive released a game called Attack of the Karens. Took him like 3 years to make it. But this game was made in 5 weeks. It's like a game jam game with his brother, Grant. So let's play the game. Just in case you haven't seen it, I'm going to just play one round. You can play one round in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Really quick. And this is what they created in 5 weeks, remember. It's free on itch.io. It's released now. You can check it out. So we're the dude. We got to get the popcorn to keep everybody entertained. Where's it going? So this is the bit where you're trying to collect the game, and then once they get close to you, it opens up. Basically, opens up the. Well, you'll see. Opens up the mini games. Oh man, I've got to get more to eat by the look of it. Oh, you're wasting away, Essie. Wasting away. Uh oh. So now we have a little mini game here. Player. Oh, so that means I've got to perform. So now I've got to hit. It's like a timing one. I've got to stop the spinner. So I've got to stop it. There you go. Stopped it. That means my motivation's good. And now the crowd are going to defend. They're going to throw swear words at me or tomatoes. Tomatoes. I've got to hit them back. Keep my motivation high. Yeah. And there we go. And we carry on. See, that one's dead. So now we've got to carry on. Get the popcorn. Damn, they blocked me off. 2, 3, 4. So I've got to stop the crowd getting them. They're going to beat me, aren't they? Yes. Straight down. Oh, they got there before me. Oh no, I'm going to get it. Oh no, I didn't click it. No! So now, sword swallowing. Here we go. Who's going to win? 6. Yes, I've got 6. You're not going to beat that, are you? So now I have to get the timer. Stop the spinner. Got it. Every time. Again, what a cool little mini game this is. And again, it's free of charge. You can go and pick up yourself now. Oh, I only got 3. 3 swear words at me. Go around in a circle. Get lost. Down there. Yes. I'll share a link for this in a moment for you. You can see that our bear resemblance to Attack of the Karens. Yeah, you can see he's got style, can't you? Absolutely. Even like the color palette is got Attack of the Karens kind of too. Oh god. Got it. Get in there. Or it's the same artist. Yeah, well, it's Joel, isn't it? Joel did all the artwork. Oh, I didn't get a perfect score. You get a boost to your motivation if you get a perfect score. I didn't get it. Yeah, Joel did all the artwork for this. Three remaining. 3 performances remaining. Yeah, it's got the boost. It's got the boost. Oh, actually, while you're here, we've got some Twitch people here. Don't know if we do now. I'm going to look at something. I'm going to test something. While you're all here, I'm going to test something. Oh, here we go. 3. Yes, got a motivation boost. Get in there. Shoot a target. Damn, minimum wage. Oh no. Okay, 3, 4. We got it. We got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Last one. Did you ever play DuckTales? Maybe. I used to love the cartoon. Monster Finger Games. Someone's up late. Hello, man. Yeah, I am up late. It's 25 past 12. Saturday night, we go wild. We done? We did it. We did it. Completed. So again, for the last time, I will share this. Richard is allowed to stay up later in the weekends. I regret it in the morning when I've got to be up to go and pick up something. There you go. There's a link to the game, Studio Primitive's new game. Now, while I've got you here, rock and roll. So, while I've got you here, if you're, I know you're not on. Let me try something. Downloads. This one. Twitch games. Is it going to work? Ah, no, I've got the old build. Mr. Elliptic. Is it on GitHub? Do I want it? No. Oh, color space? No. Bear with me. I'm talking to myself. I'm just trying to get the build for this game. Color space? No. Itch. Oh, Studio Primitive. What other games did they make? I know that name. They made Attack of the Karens. But that game I was just showing you, That game I was just showing you is their new game that they made in 5 weeks. 5 weeks. There's like a little personal game jam that they made. Juicy Game Dash Pong. Where is the game? I don't know if you said it worked. I'm talking to myself here because I'm just trying to find out where his stuff is. GitHub? Is it the GitHub repo? Godot Twitch games. Damn, we'll try next time. So, have you looked at Super Polygon GP yet? I haven't. Is that the one? I saw you conversing with someone about a racing game on Twitter. Is that the game you're talking about? I love my game, of course, but his is amazing. Let's have a look. What's it called? Super Polygon GP. Super Polygon GP. Nice. There's no demo. So this is what you're talking about, yeah? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, me and Res Games are doing a cross promo. I'm alright if he wants to collab. Nice. It looks really cool. Yeah. Early access December 2023. Nice. Yeah. What's the game? What we got? What info have we got? Have we got any like? Is it arcade? What we got here? Arcade Retro Racing Untamed. Drive fast and drive hard. Inspired by arcades and yeah. At times. Yeah. Looks great fun, Monster. Yeah, looks really cool. Again, I'm going to say, is there any multiplayer though? Any co-op? Any like split screen racing or something? Anything? I'm a multiplayer fiend. Doesn't look like it. Single player. Oh, single player. Still, that's my bit, man. He's added my ice cream van. I've added his F1 car. Also, there are SPR billboards. Oh, really? That's a really cool, nice little collaboration. I do like that. No, it looks great fun. It looks really nice. Your game is also very cool, by the way. I do love your. I don't say Micro Machines inspired, but they're wicked, aren't they? Yeah, it's very cool. And this looks great. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's a nice collab you've got there. If he's added your ice cream van. I mean, that would be great fun. Is there any pictures of it in here? Is it like a bonus unlock? What is it? Yes, Fab, we're doing a bundle when we both release. Oh, nice. Is this close to release? Are you both going to release at the same sort of time? Are you like syncing your releases on purpose now then? Are you trying to release on the same day or how's that going to work? Mini Cooper. Picture on Twitter, actually. Oh, nice. Yeah, no, I don't follow him. I'll keep an eye out, though. I'll definitely keep an eye out because it looks good fun. You're not actually sure about the rest. Yeah, because I think you are pretty close to releasing, aren't you, Monster? You are almost there. I'm pretty sure. Aren't you just you're just doing polishing up now, aren't you? Adding a few effects and stuff. I saw you adding some more like drifting effects and all that, weren't you? Last time I saw some updates. Sent you a link to the image of the ice cream. Where did you send it, Monster? On what? Twitter? No, I've got to make 8 more tracks. Discord? Where is the link, Monster? Where? Not on Twitter. Oh, you can't on. It won't work on YouTube, Monster. Links don't come through. If you send it on Twitch, by the way, Twitch will allow links. If you want to send it on Twitch, we can have a look, or you can send it to me on something else. I don't even get the option to allow it links. It just outright blocks links. Yeah, you'll have to do it in Twitch if you want the link, I'm afraid. Oh, Twitter it is. I saw it pop up. There you go. In game. Nice. Oh, it's looking good. Looking good as a poly racer, isn't it? Looks nice. It's going to look hilarious next to the little Formula 1 cars. Although, he will have to rework the camera angle a bit, because otherwise you're just going to see cone, aren't you? So you just have to actually change the camera settings just for you to put your ice cream van in. He could he not have picked something a bit slimmer? Roz Games. Oh, I follow Roz Games, and he follows me. There you go. Yeah, it must be very satisfying to see your game, linked up with someone else. That's a really cool idea. Yeah, bravo. Congratulations. That's really cool. Where's this? Where are they from? Oh, they're from England as well. Okay. A fellow Brit. Eh? A fellow Brit. Oh, right, I'm actually going to call it quits there, because it was supposed to be a chilled stream anyway, so I'm going to call it quits. I'll have F1 car. Let me look at your F1 car. Okay, let me have a look. Oh, that you added in your game. Okay, yeah. Here we go. So this is the... No, nice. Now that looks cool as well, doesn't it? It looks like it fits perfectly. Again, I'm feeling like there's less work for you there, Monster, because you've got it. He had to generate that whole 3D van and then rework the camera just to fit it in. Looks good. It's really good. How will people know? Is it called like the Roz car? What's it called? How do people know it's from that game? Is there any way of telling? Is that what it's called? Yeah, I just played with some pixels. Yeah, absolutely. Well, when you both release, I will do a video. I'll do a special indie game, racing edition. I'll do a video on the latest racing indie games, and we'll make sure I'll cover both of them. It will be called the Super Polygon GP. Ah, well, that makes sense now. Will yours be called Super Power Racing Ice Cream Truck? But yeah, I am actually going to call it quits there, everybody. Thank you for joining me this evening. Thanks for checking out. Thanks to Joel and Grant for joining the chat. It was lovely to talk to them. And yeah, I appreciate all the interactions, everybody. Yeah, sorry, Monster, you've joined right at the end, so I'm heading off now. I was just called the Whippy. Well, that's a better name, to be honest, for a vehicle. Less characters, for sure. But yeah, anyway, thank you, everybody. I will be back. When will I be back? I'll be back in a day or two. I'll be streaming again in a day or two with a bit more organised stream. Tomorrow I'll be doing the indie game news video. I'll be doing that tomorrow and Monday morning, so that'll come out late Monday. And then I may stream either late Monday or Tuesday. Yeah. Cheers, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.